Imagine for a moment that you're the CEO of a well-established company, one that has thrived for years by producing high-quality appliances at lower prices than your competitors. Your strategy has been straightforward, and it has worked remarkably well, leading to consistent growth and a solid reputation in the market. But then something shifts. You notice a trend. Young consumers are gravitating towards handmade furniture, valuing craftsmanship and uniqueness over mass-produced, budget-friendly appliances. You realize that to stay relevant, your company needs to pivot, to adapt its strategy to meet this new demand for inexpensive handmade furniture. Now, this is where the importance of strategy execution comes into play. Strategy execution is essentially the process of taking a well-thought-out plan and putting it into action. It's about translating that vision into reality, aligning your resources, and mobilizing your team to achieve the goals you've set. It's crucial for any organization that wants to thrive, but let's be real, executing a strategy is not as simple as it sounds. There are challenges lurking around every corner, waiting to trip you up. One of the most common challenges is a lack of alignment within the organization. Picture this, you have a brilliant strategy, but if it's not communicated effectively to your employees, it's like trying to sail a ship with a torn sail. If your team doesn't understand the strategy or their role in it, motivation plummets. You might find employees going through the motions, unsure of why they're doing what they're doing. This disconnect can lead to a lack of clarity, confusion, and ultimately, failure to execute the strategy effectively. Then there's the issue of resources. Imagine you've crafted a beautiful strategy for handmade furniture, but your company lacks the financial backing to invest in new materials or skilled artisans. Without the necessary resources, even the best strategy can fall flat. It's like having a fantastic recipe, but no ingredients to cook with. You need to ensure that your organization is equipped with the right tools, whether that's financial resources, technology, or skilled employees who can bring your vision to life. Commitment is another hurdle. You can have the most innovative strategy, but if your employees are not on board, it's going to be an uphill battle. Sometimes, this lack of commitment stems from a misunderstanding of the strategy or doubts about its achievability. Employees need to feel invested in the outcome. They need to see the benefits of the strategy and understand how their contributions play a crucial role in achieving those goals. When they feel like they're part of something bigger, their commitment and motivation skyrocket. Let's not forget about change management. Shifting strategies often requires change, and change can be uncomfortable. It can disrupt the status quo, and not everyone is on board with that. Some employees may resist change, fearing the unknown or feeling threatened by new processes. It's essential to manage this change effectively, providing support and guidance to help employees navigate the transition smoothly. A well-thought-out change management plan can ease anxieties and foster a culture of adaptability. External factors can also throw a wrench in your plans. Economic downturns, regulatory changes, or even the introduction of new technologies can impact your ability to execute your strategy. The market is dynamic, and organizations must remain flexible, ready to adapt their strategies to meet changing circumstances. It's about being proactive rather than reactive, anticipating challenges, and having contingency plans in place. So, how do we overcome these challenges? First and foremost, effective communication is key. It's not enough to send out an email or hold a meeting. You need to engage your team, ensure they understand the strategy, and clarify their roles in executing it. Make it a conversation, not a monologue. Encourage feedback and questions. When employees feel heard and valued, they're more likely to embrace the strategy and work towards its success. Next, provide the resources needed for execution. This means assessing what your team requires to bring the strategy to life. Do you need to invest in new technology, hire additional staff, provide training? Whatever it is, ensure that your organization is equipped to execute the strategy effectively. Getting everyone committed is also essential. Create a culture where employees feel motivated to contribute to the strategy's success. This can be achieved through incentives, recognition, and fostering a sense of ownership. When employees believe in the strategy and see how it aligns with their personal goals, they become powerful advocates for its execution. Managing change effectively is crucial as well. Prepare your team for the shifts that come with executing a new strategy. Provide training, resources, and support to help them adapt. Acknowledge their concerns and be transparent about the reasons behind the change. When employees feel supported, they're more likely to embrace the new direction. Lastly, be flexible. The world is constantly changing, and your strategy may need to evolve as well. Stay attuned to external factors and be willing to pivot when necessary. A successful strategy is one that can adapt to the ever-changing landscape of business. In conclusion, strategy execution is vital for any organization looking to achieve its goals. It's the bridge between planning and reality, and while it comes with its fair share of challenges, these can be navigated with effective communication, resource allocation, commitment, change management, and flexibility. By focusing on these areas, organizations can increase their chances of success and ultimately thrive in a competitive landscape. So, as you embark on your strategic journey, remember that execution is not just about following a plan, it's about bringing that plan to life and creating a culture of accountability and engagement within your organization.